Welcome back everyone. In this video, we will build this personal portfolio website using React.js with the help of Tailwind CSS. This is a responsive portfolio website. So let's put a check. Okay, this is the brand. Okay, the logo, the menus, that the links that we have whenever we press every link, so it will move directly to that section. And a button, connect with me, and here we have a title and two buttons, resume and connect with me. And down we have the about me section. In the about paragraph and your skills and projects, experience, and also the clients that you work with. Your services is like this is my services, projects that you have implemented, latest projects, contact me. Okay, contact with me in the forum that you can contact with, and footer for the email subscription, and social, the links. So now let's decrease to the mobile size, how it will looks like for mobile. So for mobile it will looks like this. So this is personal portfolio website and it looks like this. Now let's start to implement and build this portfolio website. So first of all, create your React project. After creating the React project, we will add Tailwind CSS to our React project. So to add the Tailwind CSS, for that we will follow these steps. Wait with Tailwind. Open this website, Tailwind CSS website. So the whole path is okay, the instructions that you see, how to install Tailwind CSS with Vite. We are using Vite.js to create our React project. So here, first of all, run this command. Okay, install Tailwind CSS, post CSS, and auto prepex. Then run this. Okay, and px Tailwind CSS init to create this tailwind.config.js file. Then edit this section. Okay, the content, and add this to the config file. Then add these three lines to the index.css and run your project. So that's how we can add CSS, Tailwind CSS. So after adding the Tailwind CSS, we will install React icons also. Simply we can, we would like to, I think we don't need React icons because yeah, we don't need React icons. Yeah. So just install Tailwind CSS. After installing Tailwind CSS, now let's start our project. So first of all, the first step in our project is that to create, let's change the title and also this favicon icon. So to change that, for that, let's move to the index.html file, and here we will change the title to portfolio or your name, and to change the icon, favicon icon. So for that, we need to accept I have an image. Okay, that image is, let's check the image, is that in the public? Yes, the icon.png. So I will add this image. So add that is png type. So here I will write png, and here I will just write the name is icon.png, like this. Save it. So after saving it, let's run it. npm run dev. So it will run our app. Let's open it. So yes, we have changed the title and also the icon. So after changing that, we would like to just implement the navbar. We want to just, so we want to create the navbar. So let's create a new component. Close this, and here in this RC I will create a folder by the name of components. Inside this components, let's create a component navbar.jsx. So let's use RAFCE to create our component. Now we will add our just code to this div element. So let's add another div element. Inside this div element, we will have a div. Here we will display our logo. I will just write in my name, Yusuf, and down from that, let's create another div element. Inside this, we will have our links. So to create the links, for that, it will move directly to the home, and here we will just write home. Let's just duplicate it, and here we will have about me, services, and projects. Contacts. Down from this div element, we will display a button. Our contact with me. Save it. Now let's add our Tailwind CSS classes to design it. So right now it looks like, so let's import it inside the app.jsx, this navbar. Let's move to the app.jsx, and here let's import that. So it looks like this. Now let's design it. Here let's change this to navbar, and to this now we will add bg black, text white, and padding X would be like 8 MD. For medium devices, the padding it means from right and left side, the padding would be 16, and for larger devices the padding would be like 24. Padding is 24. Let's design this div element. Container, this is a container with us, and we will make it like padding Y, it means from top and bottom 2, and this is flex, it means inline, to display all these 3 elements inline. And after that we will just add MD per medium devices, the justify content, justify between, and items center. But for smaller devices, justify center. Save it, and let's add Tailwind CSS classes to this brand. The text size of this would be 2XL, and font bold, and this is hidden, but for medium devices we will display it as inline. Now let's just add class name to this, and here we will add space X. Space X would be 6, like it means that space X size space between these links. Let's add now to all of these. Okay, let's press Alt, click here, and click here. I will add class name to all of these links, and we will just add H over. Whenever we H over to this these links, we will just change the text color gray, like 400. And also let's change this, it will move to about me, and or just about, and this is services, projects, and this will move to contact. Save it. Now let's design the button. So for the button, first of all we need to add the color. The color is from ingredient, okay, from right side to the left side. So to add the ingredient color, for that we will just change the background bg gradient to right, okay, gradient to right side. So now we will just specify from green 400 to blue 500. Next up, this would be white, and hidden. By default this is hidden, but for medium devices we will display this medium inline. Now let's add class name, like whenever we move a mouse to this button, so it will just scale. So for that we will just add transform class, and transition transform, duration like 300 millisecond, and whenever we H over to this we will just scale, increase the size to 105, and px, it means right and left side padding, and py2 rounded full. Let's save it. So these were Tailwind CSS classes that we have added. Now let's check it. So it looks like this is our navbar. So after creating the navbar, now let's create our second part, which was home, okay, the hero page. So let's create that component now. Hero.jsx RAFCE, and let's import it inside app.jsx. So in the hero page, first of all, we will display the image. It's simple, just write image, so it will add all the things. So here we will just display the image. So to display the image, we need to import an image. So to import that, for that, let's import an image like this. Okay, import like hero page, hero image. From where we should import it. So I have already added the images to this assets. So I will add, okay, hero image. So this one. So let's import this one, hero image dot slash double dot slash assets slash hero image dot png. So after importing it, now let's use it. So here we will add that hero image. Down from that, we will display a title. So to display the title, we will use h1 tag, and here let's display that I am, and then we will have a space. After that, we will have span tag. Inside this span tag, we will display my name, Muhammad Yusuf, and after the span tag, let's display full stack developer or full stack developer. So down from this, we will have a paragraph p tag. So inside the p tag, I will just write a paragraph. So after the paragraph, we will display two buttons. So let's create a div element. Inside that, we will have two buttons. The first one is contact with me, and the second one is resume. So let's check it, save it, and we have already imported the hero page inside app.jsx. Let's check it in the browser. So it looks like this. First of all, we have an image, then h1 tag, and these things. So now let's add the Tailwind CSS class to design it. So let's add classes to this div element: beige black, text center, text white, and text center. Let's add a py padding from top and bottom 16. Let's add classes to this image. So I will add the classes, then I will explain it to you, because it will make the video length. Okay, so it will make the length of the video. So let's add it. I will pause it video for that. I have added the classes for the image, like mx auto. It means from right and left side, the margin is auto. Margin bottom, width, height, rounded, full, object cover, transform, and transition, whatever is that. Okay, so I have added. These are familiar classes that I have explained already in Navbar. So now let's add classes to h1 class, h1 tag. The text size, let's first of all 4XL, for example, and font bold. And let's add now classes to this span tag. Okay, to Muhammad Yusuf. Okay, we will just add gradient color to this one. So for that, let's add that. So added the classes to this span tag, like this familiar classes. Let's add classes to this p tag. So to the p tag, we will just add margin top 4, text LG. It means the size of the text is large, and text gray, like let's make it 400 or make it 300, and padding x4, margin padding x32. Yeah, I think we don't need these padding. Let's remove these, and let's add now classes to this div element. Let's search first of all margin top. For this would be 8 and space x4, space between these two buttons. Now I will add the classes to this button, as we have added the classes, Tailwind classes to this button. So I will copy all these classes because it is the same button. We want to add the same design. So let's add class name and let's make it like this, and I will add to this button also the same classes. Now let's check it. So let's, okay, it looks like this, but I will just change the design of this, okay, the color of this resume. So this is like from pink 500 to yellow 500. So that is okay, everything is okay. So after adding this hero page, now we will add the second part, which is about me section. So let's add the about me. So for that, let's create a component again. So just come here to the components, and I will create about.jsx array fce, save it, let's import it. Save it, that is okay. So we have the about section. Now let's design it. So for the about section, we need first of all to display an image on the left sidebar and a paragraph on the right side. So let's create another div element. Inside this div element, we will just have h2 tag where we will write about me. And down from this h2 tag, we will have a div element. Inside that div element, we will have an image and also a paragraph. It means first of all, let's display the image. So to display the image, for that, let's import the image. Import that about image from assets slash let's check the images, which one we should imply about me image. Okay, yeah, let's write the name about me image.png, and let's write, import it here, about image. And down from this, we will have a paragraph. So in this paragraph, I will add the paragraph about me. So this is the paragraph. Okay, so let's just save it and let's check it. Okay, we have imported about me in the app.jsx or not. Yeah, we have imported that. Let's check it in the browser. So in the browser, this is the image and we have a paragraph. So now let's design it. Okay, to display the image on the left side and also display the about me section at the top. So let's do it. So about me and just come here. Class name, first of all, we will add bg black, the background is black, and text white, and also we will add padding top and bottom 20. So to move, whenever we click the navbar, okay, the top navbar about me, so we should add an id here. Okay, it will directly come here, id about. So this is a container, and mx, it means margin right and left side r2, it will be at the center, and padding x8, and md per medium device is padding x, it means from the right side and left side the padding would be 16, and for larger devices padding x would be 24. So now let's design, okay, the h2 tag. Text would be 4xl, the size of the text, font bold, text center, margin bottom 12. So now let's design this div element. Okay, this one. Inside this div element, we have our image and also the paragraph. So let's add flex to display them as inline and flex column. It means for smaller devices it will display as column. First of all, it will display image, down from that the paragraph, but for the medium devices flex row, so it will display as inline, and the left sidebar image and the right side we will have our paragraph. So items center, vertically it will center the items, and MD space. Okay, for medium devices the space between these two would be 12. So let's add design the image also. So what we need to add for the image, width of this image is 72 like, and height 80. What else we need? Round it, object cover, and margin bottom 8. Medium devices, for medium devices margin bottom 0. Let's check it now. Let's come here. So it looks like this. Okay, this is our about me section and the paragraph that we have. Now down from this paragraph we will add the progress bar and also the experience and years, whatever you want. Okay, so we will add those 3 sections also. So let's first of all add the progress bars. So let's first of all wrap this div inside a div element. This paragraph we will wrap it inside a div element and add a class name to this div element, flex1. This parent we have added flex, and this is flex1. And let's close it here. And down from this paragraph, let's first of all add a class name to this paragraph also. We just specify the size of text. Okay, text LG and margin bottom, that is like 8. And let's press Ctrl Alt Shift F to format the document. Down from this paragraph, let's create another div element. To this div element we will add a class name space y4. It means space between elements vertically would be 4, and inside this div element we will have another div element. Inside this div element let's have a label where we can add HTML and HTML and CSS, like right here HTML and CSS. And let's add to this div element, that is flex class and items center. It will vertically center the items. And here to this label we will add a class name. We will add the width of this would be 2 per 12. It means from 12 columns it will take 2. The size of this label will be. And down from this let's add another div element, and to this div element we will add a class name where we can add grow class and bg gray 800 and rounded full, and also height of this would be 2.5. This is the progress bar that we are creating. Okay, this div element is just for the progress bar that we are creating. Inside this we will create another div element, and to this div element we will add class name, and the bg of this is a gradient. Okay, to this progress bar we will add a gradient background. So let's add here the background bg gradient. So I will just add these classes. So I have added the Tailwind CSS classes like gradient. Okay, these are for the gradient, height and rounded full, transform and scale, and the width of this div element. And also this is bg. Let's save it now and let's check it now. So Alt Shift F, first of all format it, and let's close it. Yeah, it looks like this. Okay, this is the first one that we have created. Now let's create 2 others like for React.js and Node.js. So how many skills you have, just add them like this. So we will just label flex. Yeah, let's copy this div element and paste it down from this. This one is in paste one another. This one is for React.js. And let's add the width here like 912 or 1112, and for Node.js Node.js, the width would be like 9. Let's make it 9. Save it and let's check it. Yeah, look at. These are the progress bar. Now down from this, we will add 3 sections for experience, projects, and happy clients. So down from this div element. We'll just continue down from this div element and we will create a div element. So let's add a class name to this div element, margin top 12, and flex justify between and text center. Now let's create a div element. Inside this div element h3 tag, and inside this h3 tag we will just write 3+ years experience in down paragraph, years experience, like this. Let's add just classes to this h3 tag. So I have added the just the classes. So these are Tailwind CSS classes that I have added. Now let's copy this one and we will paste it for projects that we have completed, like for example 50+ project completed. And let's paste it once again for like 10+ happy clients. Save it. Let's check it now. So it looks like this. Okay, so this is all about the about me section that I have added. Now let's move to another section, which is services, services that we provide. So let's create the service component. Let's just come here and we will create service JSX or FCE, and let's just come here to the about section and we will just copy these first 3 lines, which are the same for all components. That is okay. I'll shift F to format it. Now down from this, let's create another div element. Okay, this is the same code as we had for other sections like about and hero section. Now down from this, we will add a div element and let's add class name to this grade. We will use grade now, okay, for these services, because we want to use grade to display grade calls one. It means for smaller devices it will display one div as column, but for medium devices grade calls 2, for medium devices 2, and for larger devices grade calls 3, like this. Okay, for larger devices, and gap between these cards, these services cards, would be like 8. Now inside this div element we will use we will create a map function. Okay, we will create a map function. First of all, we will create an array of objects. In that array we will list our the title of our services and also the description of our services. Okay, then we will use map function for that array to display all the our services and the description of every service, every card. So let's first of all create an array of objects. Const services is equal to, this is an array, and now we will just create objects inside this array. So I have created the array of objects. Like the first object is ID1, title, web design, and description. Second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, and sixth one. We have these 6 services and the title of every one and the description of every service. Now let's display and use map function for that. So here we will use services dot map, and here we will get every service. Let's create, yes, let's create a map function, and we will use a div element. G service dot id. Let's add class name to this div element. So I have added, okay, these classes to this first div element. Now inside this we will create another div element. Set, and let's add class name to this one also. So I have added the classes, the Tailwind CSS classes. These are all familiar classes. Okay, we don't need to explain it again and again. And I will just pause video to just save the time. And let's print now the ID here. Service.id. Now down from this, okay, let's first of all format it. So down from printing the ID at the right side of every card, now we will display the title of everyone. Okay, so to display the title, for that we will use h3 tag. And let's add a class name to this h3 tag. And inside this, let's display service dot title. Now let's add and design it using the classes. So after adding classes to these h3 tag, now let's just print the description also. For the description, we will use p tag, and let's print it. Services dot description, and let's add a classes to this one. Class name margin top 2, and text gray 300. Down from this paragraph, we will just display a read more button. Okay, whenever we click that, so it will move to detailed page. So that is a tag, and here we will just write read more, and let's add a class name. So we have created our cards. Okay, this is the first div of our card. Inside that we have printed the ID, then the title, and then the description, and then a read more button. So these are our cards, and these are the array and the title, description, ID of every card. So let's now check it. Okay, I think we didn't import it inside app.jsx, so let's import it. See about, let's change this about me to services, my services. So these are the services that we have, and we have also added a grade system to display it for smaller and medium devices like this. Okay, for medium devices and for smaller devices, it will display like this. So that is okay. Expand it. Now what else we need to add? We will add my projects section now. So let's create projects component. New file projects.jsx or AMCE, and let's copy the first 3 or 4 lines from services because the code is the same. We want to implement the same thing. Just let's close the first div element, the second one, and also the third one. So now inside this div element, okay, this first one, we will just have again a map function, and we will display the projects that we have implemented and we have created latest projects. So for that we need to create an array of objects again. So to have the ID, the title of the project, the name of the project, and also the description. It means the technology that we have used in the project, and also a button, an image. So for that, let's create an object here first of all, or we can here create above or inside that. So let's create that here. So I have created this array of objects. In the objects we have ID, the name of the project, the technologies, the image, and the GitHub link of that project. So I have used these 2 images. So we have 3 projects. I will just now implement the code inside this div element. So let's use projects dot map function, and we will just use project, and let's create, and inside this div element, so let's inside this div element, first of all let's implement the image. So here we will just write like project dot image, and down from this we will just write h3 tag, which is used for the title or the name. So let's write project dot name, and a p tag for technologies. Let's just write project dot technologies, and down from that we will have a link. Whenever we click that, we will move directly to the GitHub account and open that repository. So that's a tag, and here we will have like GitHub, for example. So now I will add classes. Okay, Tailwind CSS classes to these elements, these tags, div, image, h3, p, and a tag. I will add classes. So I have added the classes, okay, to this div element, image, and h3 tag, p tag, and a tag. So now let's open it. Okay, let's just import it inside the up.jsx projects, save it, and let's open the browser. So my services, and we have these 3 projects, and everything looks very well. Now after this let's change the services to projects. Okay, just come here and we will add here projects. Now after this projects, we will now implement the contact. Okay, so to create a forum and also our contact detail. So for the contact, we want to implement something like about me section, because in the left sidebar we would like to have our contact detail, in the right side we will have a forum, so to send in a message. So for that we need to copy the code of this contact me. We will edit it because it will save our time. So let's move to just about me, and first of all let's create the contact.jsx. Let's rename it. Let's open the about me section, and let's copy this code, the whole code. Let's paste it here, and instead of this, now let's edit it. So first of all, these 3 lines, 4 lines are okay, and now let's move this image, and also okay, yeah, we will remove this image first of all, and we will have a div element, 2 div element. Okay, one is this one, and the second one, let's create the second div element also for the forum. Last name flex, so 1, and width. Now let's implement first of all the contact detail. So for the contact detail, let's remove this paragraph. What we need to have, first of all, h3 tag. Let's remove this paragraph and also this one. Yeah, I'll remove all things. So here, first of all, let's have h3 tag, and here we will just write let's talk, and after that we will have a paragraph, and I will just write the paragraph. So after writing the paragraph, now let's create a div element, and with this div element let's add class name, margin bottom 4, margin top 8, and inside this we will have an icon first of all, for envelope. Yeah, the name of icon is for envelope, and let's add a class name, and the class name is inline blog text group, and it is group text green, sorry, green 400 or generate 2. So after the icon we will have a link. Yes, that is to display email. Yeah, mail to your email at example.com, and here the email, your email at example.com. And also let's add a class name to this one, and we will just design it like h over underline. So this was the first thing, and also we need to add classes to this h3 tag and p1 paragraph. But let's copy this div element, because we have for the poon and for the location. Okay, we want to have 2 more sections. Yeah, sorry, what I did, Control C, Control V, and this is for poon. Okay, for the poon number we want to change this icon, the name of the icon, which is font awesome poon, and that is okay. And here we will just add our poon number in span, which is +9, whatever is your number. Okay, just add that number, and let's paste it again for the location. So change the icon, map marker alt, this icon we will use. Let's copy this one, paste it here, and here we will have a span where we can just write our location, and that is street, city, province, country, whatever is that. Save it. And this was the first part. I will just add a few classes to this h3 and also this p tag, and if Tailwind CSS classes were remain, so I will add those classes, okay, to design it. Let's first of all import it inside app.jsx. Yeah, contact, save it. So about me section, and we have implemented the first area. So let's just remove this margin. Yeah, just come here. We will just remove this margin top. So yeah, that is okay. I will just design this h3 tag. So let's move to this h3 tag. So after designing that, it looks like this. Now let's design the forum or the right side. So for the forum, let's move now to this div element. Here we will just design our forum. So let's create a forum and add a class name space y4 space between elements and vertical elements. So let's create a div element. Inside this we will have a label. Here we will just try, this is for name, your name, and down from this let's write input type text and add a class name. Here we will just add the classes like widthful, this input field finding 2, rounded bg gray 800, border gray 600, focus. Whenever we focus on it, so we will just change the outline none, and focus border, we will add border. Okay, border green 400. So down from this, yeah, this was input fields. Let's add a placeholder, enter your name like this. So let's copy this for email also, paste it, and this is for email, and we just need to add a class name to this label. It will be displayed as black and margin bottom 2. Like, let's copy this one and paste it here also for this one. Now let's copy this again for the message area. Sorry, Control C, Control C, Control V. Now instead of this, we will use text area. Text area. This is per message. And here enter your email, and here what we need. Let's add rows 5 and enter your message. Down we will have a button, submit button or send button. So the button would be same like as we had in the Navbar, okay, as we had a button at the Navbar. So let's copy this button. We will just change the text to send, save it. Now let's check it. Okay, let's come here to the browser. So it looks like this. Let's just increase the size to 8. Yeah, send. Enter your name, email, and message. So this was our about me, the contact, and let's change this to contact me. Okay, let's just come here and we will write here contact me. The contact me section has been completed. Now let's move to the footer. Okay, we will design our footer. So let's create footer component. Let's just come here, and here we will add footer.jsx or AFCE, and let's change this as footer, and inside this we will have a div element. Inside that we will have another div element. Okay, and inside this div element we will just implement, okay, first of all we will have here at the left sidebar paragraph, and at the right sidebar we will have a subscribe email, okay, input field. So for that we need just, let's add a class name here, flex onh3 tag, name our logo, and a paragraph where we will just write a paragraph. So after writing the paragraph, let's add the second section, which is, this is here we will add class name. I think, yeah, that is, we just drop this in a div, and down from that we will have another div element. Yes, where is that? Yeah, here we will create a form. Inside forum we will have an input field and a button, which is email, placeholder, enter email, and here we will just create a button, which is subscribe. So here let's add class name flex 1, here also flex 1. Let's import it inside app.jsx. Let's check it. So we have the footer at the right side, at the left side the paragraph, and at the right side input form and a subscribe button. So now let's add the classes. Okay, we will add just classes to this footer, Tailwind CSS classes, to design it. So after adding Tailwind CSS classes, so for the design, so I have added these classes, explained classes. Okay, so let's check it now. So it looks like this. Now down at the bottom area, the footer, we will just have here a line, and down from that we will have here all right reserved and social links and our menu privacy and terms of services menu. So let's create that. So for that, let's move here down from this div element, and here we will just have another div element, and inside that let's just add a p tag. Inside this p tag we will just display hash copy, and here we will just new date dot get full year. We'll call this function okay to get the year, and this is end sign. Down from this we will have social links. So for the social links, let's have a div element, and inside the div element we will display the social links air tag, and inside this let's display for Facebook from React icons, and same to this, let's copy this one, shift R, duplicate it 4 times. This one, this time it is for LinkedIn, and this is for Medium, or we can say GitHub and GitHub. So we have these 4 social links. Now after these links at the end we will have a menu bar. So let's create another div element, and here we will have 2 menus. Let's check it now. We have added these things. Now let's add Tailwind CSS classes to design it. Let's move to this div element, and we will start from this one. So I have added the classes okay to the first div element, border top, and other classes like for the p tag, and I have added this okay, alert reserved, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and GitHub. Change the medium to Twitter, privacy in terms of services. So these, now let's check it okay. So we faced with an error. Yeah, we didn't import the Twitter, so let's import the Twitter icon instead of this Twitter, this one. So that is okay. Let's check it our footer. So it looks like this. Everything is okay. Let's decrease the size, and it looks like this. Let's add, whenever we press service we should move directly to the services. So for that, let's add to every okay. For example, for the project we should add here project okay, and here to the services we will add, instead of about service okay. Now come here to the Navbar, project, just project, and service. Now so let's move to the contact to add that contact, save it. Now let's check it. Projects, that is okay. Contact, that is okay. So we have everything okay. So it was all about okay the personal portfolio website to create using React.js with the help of Tailwind CSS. Responsive and beautiful, awesome, using React and Tailwind. If you like this video, so don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.